Just kidding, it's number 2. See? It's number 2. I was just messing with you guys. Gotcha. I got you good. Alright. Let's do it. Get into her. Delaying like a mofo. Oh, look at this. Oh. I gotta hold it. It's my finger. Dragons of Autumn Twilight 1. Story, Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman. Interesting. Pencils, Steve Kurth. Colors, Joko Santico. Alright. Welcome to the world of Kryn, a world populated by men and monsters, knights and magicians, a world swirling in fear and rumors of war. After 5 long years apart, a group of friends has agreed to meet in their hometown of Solus to recount their adventures, but Tanis, Flint, Taz, Raceland, Carmen, and Sturm will find their home has changed drastically since the last saw it. Now the most powerful force in Solus is the High Theocrat, who speaks for the High Seekers, a group of religious fanatics. Open arms have been replaced by suspicious glances and whispered warnings. The friendship shared by the companions will soon become Kryn's only hope for salvation. Oh, I gotta read that one. So it says here, the Queen of Darkness, the Valiant Warrior. Is an age of despair. Long ago, the true gods ruled Kryn. Its inhabitants were peaceful and prosperous. But then, without warning, the gods turned from this world, and in their absence came a cataclysm. Cities split like skulls in the flames. Mountains burst from once fertile valleys. Seas poured into the graves of mountains, and the highways became paths of the dead. Kryn was broken and remade in a nightmare of fiery destruction. Now we live lives of fear and sadness. Fanatical high seekers from the city of Haven imposed their new gods upon the people, forcing them to worship false deities. Thieves and monsters control the roads. Rumors of war echo from the north. And friends who return home hoping to find comfort are instead targets of suspicion and violence. For even in this cursed time, some believe Kryn is doomed to suffer more, that we are on the edge of even greater darkness. A darkness from which we may never return. That light's kind of reflecting. I'm doing my best to kind of quell it. Okay. The inn of the last home was built high in the branches of a mighty Valenwood tree, as was every other building in Solus. The townspeople had decided to take to the trees during the terror and chaos following the cataclysm. And thus Solus became a tree town, one of the few truly beautiful wonders left on Kryn. It is getting worse, people disappearing, being drug off to who knows where. I've heard some townspeople won't so much as leave their houses anymore, not with the Seekers about. Those filthy sons of... Enough, Otik! If they hear you... Bah! Unless High Theocrat Hedrick can fly, he won't be listening to us, Tika. There's other talk too. Talk of war. They say armies are massing in the north, and there are strange hooded men in town asking questions. War? By the gods. In this sad time, the last thing we need is... This won't do at all. Supposed to be closer to the fire pit. Who? Did you hear him come in? Can I help you, old one? Hey, bring 2 more chairs. Comfortable ones, mind you. Over here. Put that one there, next to the fire pit in the shadowy corner. It isn't shadowy, it's sitting in full sunlight. Ah, but it will be shadowy tonight, won't it? When the fire's lit. I suppose so. Are you throwing a party, old one? Party? Yes, girl. It will be a party such as the world of Kryn has not seen since before the cataclysm. Be ready, Tika Wayland. Be ready! It's pretty cool. Elsewhere. Can I block that with my hand? Nope. Okay. I should never have left, and I'll be damned if I ever leave again. My house has been sitting empty, roof probably leaked. Ruined the furniture and letting myself be talked into taking a fool's oath to spend 5 years searching for some sign of ancient gods. Silliest thing I ever done. After 148 years, I ought to have learned. You'll never learn, dwarf, not if you live to be 248. Who dares? Tanis! The same. It's good to see you, Flint. Oof! Sorry, I need a drink. Well, you've learned no manners in 5 years, still no respect for me age or me station. Hoisting me about like a sack of potatoes. I hope no one who knows us saw us. I doubt there are many who'd remember us. Time doesn't pass for you and me, old dwarf, as it does for humans. 5 years is a long time for them. A few moments for us. They're from Scotland. So, why the beard? You was ugly enough. I have been in lands that were not friendly to those of elven blood. This beard, a gift from my human father, did much to hide my heritage. That'd be all behind us now. We're home. Are we, Flint? From what I've heard, the High Seekers in Haven appointed a man named Hedrick to govern Solus, and he's turned the town into a hotbed of fanaticism with his new religion. Religious persecution. Inquisitions. Well, I don't believe in the Seeker gods. Never have, but I don't parade me beliefs in the streets neither. Keep quiet and they'll leave ye alone. That's me motto. By the way, did you find what you sought? That light, eh? Some sign of ancient true gods, or peace of mind. I went seeking both. One goes with the other. I found nothing. As we discovered long ago, the only clerics and priests in this world serve false gods. I heard tales of healing, but it was all trickery and magic. And you, the dwarven clerics? Stories we heard? Lies. The clerics vanished 300 years ago during the cataclysm, so say the elders. Much like the elves. I saw... Who goes there? Elven wanderer, turn from your course and leave the dwarf behind. Were the spirits of those poor souls flint fireforged left on the barren floor? Did we die in combat? No, we died of shame, cursed by the ghosts in their grave for not being able to drink a hill dwarf. Curse me, wouldn't you know it? Tasselhoff barefoot. Flint! Ah! Antanas, I didn't recognize you with the beard. No thanks. I want to keep my money pouch. What? You rascal! Wait, do you smell that? Hobgoblin! He stole Flint's thingamajigs. And he says, You see, boys, what fools we're dealing with here in Solis. I am Viewmaster Toad, leader of the horses that are keeping Solis protected from undesirable elements. You have no right to be walking into city limits after dark. You're under arrest. Bring me the blue crystal staff if you find it on them. If they resist, kill them. Goblins in Solis, this new theocrat has much to answer for. I advise you to retreat. We've had a long... Oh, sorry. Wrong voice. I advise you to retreat. We have had a long journey. We're hungry, tired, and late for a meeting with friends we have not seen in some years. We have no intention of being arrested. Or being killed. Hiss. There be only one creature I hate worse than a gully dwarf, and that's a goblin. What are you slime doing in Solis? Do you work for the High Theocrat? Theocrat? That fool? Our Viewmaster works for the... Damn! You accidentally killed him too fast. These scum will work for anyone, Tanis. Throw them some dog meat every once in a while and they're yours forever. Dog meat? How about kidding me, you little squeaker? Shunked. I'll get it for you. No, I don't want it back. You can never get the smell off, you know. Besides, the dagger was Flint's. What? Soon, at the end of the last home. My friends! Carmen! Is Ray still in with you? There. He's changed. Let go of me, you great oaf! Raistlin? Tanis? I see my appearance startles you. In the name of true gods, Raistlin, what happened to you? When we parted 5 years ago, my brother and I planned a journey so secret, I could not even tell you, my dear friends, where we were going. I had been selected to take the test and prove myself a true wizard. But you're, what, 20? You can imagine my pride. That my fellow magi would recognize my skills at such a young age was something for which I had long hoped, something I deserved. We traveled to the Tower of High Sorcery, and there I passed the test. There, I nearly died. It was awful. I found him in that horrible place, blood flowing from his mouth. Enough, brother. When I awoke, my skin had turned this color, a mark of my suffering. My body and health are irretrievably shattered, and my eyes, through these hourglass pupils, I see time as it affects all things. Even as I look at you now, Tanis, I see you dying slowly, by inches, and so I see every living thing. But I have power now, power, and the staff of Magus. Was it worth it? For the gifts, the power I have been given, I would gladly endure 100 times more. Ale! Bout time! Tika, is that you? You've grown. This arrived for you today by messenger, Tanis. The man who brought it somehow knew you'd be here tonight. It's from Kitiara. She's not coming. She says her duties with her new lord keep her busy. She sends her regrets and best wishes to all of us, and her love to her brothers and to... That is all. That's done it. We've all vowed to meet back here after our quest was through, and now the circle's broken. Bad luck! My sister would not break her oath unless another stronger oath bound her. She must have sworn allegiance to another, this new lord. Kitiara is, after all, a mercenary. Yes. Perhaps Sturm. Sturm! Look at that, the gallant knight helps the lady fair. I wonder where he's dragged up those two. Oh, that's Tasselhoff. They're barbarians from the plains. That's the dress of the Kushu tribe. Sturm, you haven't changed. And you have a beard, Tanis half-elven. Well, we're all here. What's news? Oh, what of Kitiara? She's not coming. We were hoping perhaps you could tell us something. Not I. We traveled north together and parted soon after crossing the sea narrows into old Salamnia. That was the last I saw of her. What of your relatives? Did you find your father, your inheritance? I heard rumors. Some say my father is dead, some say he's alive, but no one knows where he is. As for my inheritance, I wear it. My armor and my weapon, they were all that was left of my family's estate. Once upon a time, the great god Paladine. Paladine? Who's that? Paladine is one of the ancient gods, child. No one has worshipped him in a long time. Why did he leave? He did not leave us. Men left him after the dark days of the cataclysm. They blamed the destruction of the world and the gods instead of on themselves, and they should have. Anyhow, once upon a time, the great knight Huma became lost in the forest. He wandered and wandered until he despaired, thinking he would never see his homeland again. Huma prayed to Paladine for help, and there suddenly appeared before him a white stag. The stag bounded away, and Huma followed it day and night. He followed the creature until it led him to his homeland. And for this miracle, Huma offered thanks to the true god Paladine. Blasphemy! That's High Theocrat Hedrick. He's in here most every night. And not for Otic spiced potatoes. Heretic! Corrupting our youth! I'll bring you before the council, old man! Just tripping over a rug. Call the guards! Have them arrest this man and... Whoosh! Aye. Here, the plainswoman stuff! Knock him down so we can smother the fire! Oh, he landed in fire. Help me! Do it now! What? It healed him! The staff! Look at the staff! Call the guards! Arrest the Kender! Arrest the barbarians! I saw them come in with the night! What's going on? Are you mad, old man? Tanis, you have to go. What? Why? You don't understand what it's like here now. The whole town's been hunting for a blue crystal staff. Some strange hooded men told the Theocrat they'd destroy Solus if they caught someone harboring it. But it's not our staff. It doesn't matter. The townspeople will turn you all over to the guards. But we have lived here for years. These people know us. They're our friends. Not anymore. Out the back now. Run! Run? From this rabble? Unless you want to be burned at the stake, yes. And there's a lady to protect, Sturm. A lady, of course. I'm afraid your staff has placed us in considerable danger, madame. Danger, madame. We would be honored to accompany you and your gallant friend and guard your lives. We will go with you. I am called Goldmoon, and my companion is Riverwind. You are too kind. You risk your lives even though we are strangers. I'm Tanis. The brothers are Carmen and Raistone, and the knight is Sturm Brightblade. Flint Fireforge carries the axe, and Tasselhoff Burfoot is our clever locksmith. There, we are strangers no longer. And if I may ask, the staff, it healed that man. How? I do not know. I haven't had it very long. I don't think that big barbarian trusts us. Would you? So what's the plan? Solus isn't safe anymore. We'll go across Crystal Mirror Lake. The caves on the other side will provide shelter and a place to hide for the night. Across the lake by boat? Told Zint yet? Leave that to me. And just where are we getting this boat? You don't want to know. Okay, so they're all getting in there. Got one. Oh no, I'm not getting in any boat. Oh no, I'm not getting in any boat. That accident happened years ago. Look, I'll make Caramel sit still. No boats! I took a vow! Guards! Goblins! Hurry, Flids! There's no time, we have to push off! Wait, I'm coming! Sploosh! Carmen? I've got him. Now row! So they're rowing away. Ha! That wasn't so hard. We're safe. If you think that, you're a fool. Look at the sky. Constellations known as the Queen of Darkness, and the one called Valiant Warrior, both gone. She has come to Kryn, and he has come to fight her. It's an omen. War, death, destruction. All the evil rumors we have heard are true. No one is safe. A dark age has begun. Next, Draconians. One dark elf, 2 enchanted blades. Beneath the surface of Faerun, there live elves of paralleled cunning and evil. These are the Underdark Drow. Among the most famous of these warriors is Drizzt Du Erden, a lone hero who travels the lands of light fighting for good, while rebelling against the dark nature of his kind. Protecting him on his many journeys are his pair of enchanted scimitars, King Death and Twinkle. These 2 blades are almost as renowned as the drow that wields them. Museum Replicas Limited is proud to have worked with both celebrated author R.A. Salvatore and fantasy illustrator Todd Lockwood in bringing these 2 swords from the pages of fantasy to the realm of reality. Every attention to detail has gone into the creation of these 2 amazing swords, which have blades forged of high carbon steel and are richly adorned with dark elvish script. In addition, the pommel and crossguard on both of these scimitars have been silver-plated. Icing Death has been accented and simulated diamonds, while Twinkle has been crowned with a large artificial blue sapphire. Each sword is shipped with a matching scabbard, which will allow you to carry one of these swords on each hip. Icing Death left hip, Twinkle right hip. Every sword comes with a certificate of authenticity endorsed by both R.A. Salvatore and Todd Lockwood. Manufactured by Windlass Steelcrafts. $245 each, plus shipping and handling. Friends don't let friends stay dead. Evil Ernie. September 2005. Back to the Future. The hottest magazine you don't know about, Lo-Fi. We still don't know about it. Snake Eyes. Special Devils Do sneak preview of Snake Eyes Declassified 6-issue limited series. I used to draw that symbol on my arm when I was a kid. That was my tattoo. If I was ever gonna do a tattoo, this would be it, probably. If I was ever gonna do a tattoo, that would be it. I'm a fucking ninja, you don't even know. Oh, What is this? Is this a sneak preview of it? At long last, Devil's Due is tearing away the shroud of mystery that has long surrounded the origin of Snake Eyes, the most popular member of G.I. Joe. Yeah, well, we need to get real and figure it all out. That ain't a sprinkler. That's the last chopper out of this mud hole for a few weeks, and the end of the happy memories, boy. We are stuck, man. S-T-U-C-K, stuck. You even awake? Yeah. I've got first watch. Better blink out while you can. I'm trying. Just looking over in there. He walks off. Uh-oh. We're clear. You called this meeting, Collins. What's up? That's what we're asking, Sarge. This Snake Eyes guy freaks me out more than the enemy. You've worked with him before? Got anything on him that's worth sharing? Not much. I met him a while back at one of the Uncle Sugar's spook houses in the city. Tommy was there too. We weren't there 10 minutes when two local DX'd our driver and ran. Snake Eyes was on their tails like a white on rice. And when we finally caught up to him, we had two dead locals and one dead Eurocrat I'd never seen before. And nobody was answering any questions. Ninja, soldier, but underneath is what drove one man to become the most feared warrior in his army. You might know where he's ended up. You'll never believe what he had to do to get there. His record's tight. Damn near perfect marks in basic at Fort Jackson, AIT in Benning. Then RIP in Ranger School. Did his first tour in the same unit as Tommy here. And now he's our problem. Yeah, well, it's a problem I didn't sign up for. The guy barely ever strings two words together. He just said more to me before he bunked out than he's said since he got here. You dude's always sneaking around too. Next time he comes creeping up on my guard post, I might shoot him by accident. If he doesn't shoot you first. You served that last LRP tour with him, Tommy. Can you vouch for him? Yes. We were pretty tight in that unit. And he's a stand-up guy in the field. Good enough for me, not like he's the only guy in this pack with an attitude problem, right? Still, so we know where we stand, I want anything even slightly unusual brought to my attention. I hear he walks in his sleep. What? Something you boys need to discuss with me? Is that gonna continue that? Nope. They just leave you hanging like that, folks. Awesome. Isn't that just great? Isn't that just the greatest thing about comics? They just leave you fucking hanging. Comics that rock. The ones that leave you hanging. Just cut it. Just no. That's it. That's it. G.I. Joe issue 3, American Elite. Retribution. How far will Snake Eyes go? All the way, baby. All the way. Hit a full home run on Cobra Commander. Enter my world. Purgator. It's a G.I. Joe Superstore. Woo! Courage takes all forms. Legend of Drizzt for the first time in graphic form. While you hoist his swords that you bought for $249 each. Dragonlance Chronicles next issue. Into the Darkened Wood. And that's what we will be reading next here after a short break, if you want to stay tuned for that. I like that picture actually, that's pretty cool. I love Dragonlance. I've read many of the novels over my time as a kid. As a teenager, mostly. Love Dragonlance. And my favorite character by far is Raistlin Magier. Like, for many. And then my second favorite would have to be Tanis. And then Flint. Tie between Flint and Tasselhoff. Kaz the Minotaur actually is up there too.